head to Dollar Tree and grab some rolls of craft paper because we are making fun DIYs today. Let's dive into this project. So here I have got some makeup brushes. I don't know if you guys have seen all of these hand painted banners that people are doing, and they are charging an arm and a leg for them. So I will be using makeup brushes to paint on my banner. I've also been using them just in my regular craft projects, and it's a total game changer. I also happen to have a projector, but you don't need a projector for this project. I will show you how to do this without a projector if you don't have one. The first thing I did was I did go into Canva and I created a blank template. Then I designed my banner in there. Now, since I have a projector, I can just project this straight onto my craft paper. But if you don't, what you want to do on your design is draw some grid lines. And then what you have here is when you put up your banner paper, just mark out those grid lines. And within each box, you can very easily see what you need to paint inside each box and piece it together. Another little tip that I wanted to share is you want to put your banner up on a wall. Super easy to do. I'm just using painter's tape to hold it. Now you can buy, if you decide to take off and start making tons of these banners all the time, I would recommend going to Home Depot and buying their roll of paper. It's $12.98. It's 35 inches wide, so it's a little bit bigger, and you get way more when you break down the actual cost than Dollar Tree. That's what this happens to be, and this paper is slightly thicker than the craft paper, but I've also done a small little banner with the Dollar Tree craft paper, and it works just fine. So if you see yourself doing a lot of these, I would recommend doing that to save a little bit of money. I've projected the image on my banner, and now I'm just going to start painting. So I have to say, this is those people that like totally freehand their banners. Wow. Like kudos to them, because this was a little tricky for me, but it was quite therapeutic and fun. The hard part about this is letting the paint dry, especially if you're like stacking colors on top of each other. It's just letting the paint dry and not getting too much paint on your brush. That's the one thing about makeup brushes, is they do hold a lot of paint, so just be careful of that because your paper will start to get a little wavy if you use too much paint. So just don't go too heavy-handed, take your time, and the banner will come together very, very easily. Next up, grab that paper craft roll. This is great for entertaining parties or maybe just a Tuesday night at your house. I don't know, maybe you guys are fancy. So what I have here is I've got to take the craft roll, kind of unroll it a little bit, pull out the end of it, lightly fold it over and measure that so it's about 5 inches, and then just cut straight up the roll. Once that's done, I want to make sure that my roll is just all rolled up, and I'm going to take my scissors and I'm going to just cut this all the way down the roll. I end up getting about 6 of these. I don't know, just kind of eyeball it. They're about 5.5 inches wide approximately. And so now you've got all these little mini kind of rolls of the craft paper. Time to clean up the edges of this. So what you want to do is take your craft paper, fold it in half, and crease the bottom really, really well. I'm just using my little Cricut scraper tool. Then I've got my Fiskars paper cutter, and what you want to do is you want to trim these down to they're 4 inches wide, then trim it to where it is 5 inches long. And I'm just going to go through and do that for each of these pieces of craft paper. Now comes the fun part. So for this one, I did trim a little bit at the top. I'm using my tape roll to get these secure. You can find everything from today's video linked down below. And go to town. I'm using a pen to make some fake stitches. I'm going to write the name of the guest on this particular one. You could add ribbons, stickers, washi tape, stamps. There are so many options. I really love this lace one. These are just Dollar Tree doilies that I attached to this one, again, using that tape roll. So many options of how to customize these for whatever type of dinner party event. You could even set them at the place settings, let your guests decorate their own, and then go and set down where they want to sit. So a very easy and fun DIY to do. I'm so excited for these next couple of DIYs because I am partnering with Ninja Transfers. If you've heard about DTF, UV DTF, well, the thing about it is those machines can be very, very expensive. And the nice thing about Ninja Transfers is you can get those DTF prints, those UV DTF perma stickers, and save yourself some money. Now, what I've got here is a 10-foot long gang sheet. And what Ninja Transfers offers is they have their DTF prints, which when it's DTF, think of it as being applied to something soft. So your clothing, your towels, a canvas, a tote bag, that's your DTF. UV DTF is going to be for hard surfaces. It can do wood, plastic, ceramic, glass. It can attach to so many different hard surfaces. So when I created my gang sheet, it was simple to do. All I had to do was go into the Ninja Transfers website, upload my images, make sure that I size them how I wanted to size them, and put them on the gang sheet. And what I love about this is I can literally do a year's worth of making some little gifts, from little tumblers to keychains to bookmarks to magnets, whatever I want to make, and I can just fill up this gang sheet, and anytime I need to whip out a quick gift, whether it's a specific holiday or a certain occasion, I can just easily apply this. Now, the UV DTF is really nice as well because it is water resistant. The colors never fade. It is weather resistant. And you can easily hand wash this and nothing will happen to your design. I also like the very high-end glossy finish. It just kind of puts it over the top. To apply these stickers, it's so easy. All you have to do is trim around your design, peel off the backing, and then very carefully just apply your sticker. I like to use the squeegee and press the sticker down as I peel the backing off. And that's it. You don't need to seal it. It is ready to go. It looks so high end. It looks like a great thing that you would just buy at some little boutique. This is just such a cost-effective way to get a ton of DIYs out of, again, this gang sheet. I mean, this is going to last me all year. I'm going to get a ton of gifts out of this. So if you'd like some more information about this UV DTF, definitely check down below in the description box. I've got all the information there for you. I am going to be trying this over the next couple of months, giving you my feedback, giving you some, ideas. The next thing I want to try is the DTF. But for now, I am super impressed with this UV DTF, and I kind of feel like I'm gonna be maybe going a little overboard ordering gang sheets. Now, this is a no-brainer, but an easy way to kind of zhuzh up a bouquet of flowers that you might be giving to someone. So what you want to do is take your craft paper and you actually want to cut it in a square and then turn it at the diagonal about for 90 degrees to where you've got yourself kind of a diamond shape, and put your flowers down. Then you can take a Dollar Tree doily, stick that in there to kind of make it fancy. And of course, because it's just plain brown craft paper, you could do all kinds of things to the outside. You could write words of affirmation on the outside. You could do stamps. You could do names. You could paint on the outside again, if you wanted to paint a pretty something or other. So lots of options, but it's really easy to wrap the flowers. Simply turn it at the angle, put the flowers on there, pull one side over, and then I do like to kind of make a window at the top. I do trim that little extra piece off and then tie it up with your favorite ribbon, and voila, you've kind of made that bouquet a little extra special. Of course, an oldie but a goodie hack for this is to use it as wrapping paper. So for this, you want to make sure that you can wrap it all the way around. And then what I typically do is I put about 2 inches on either end to make sure that it will close. Of course, it depends on what box you're wrapping up. Wrap up your gift. Make sure to use invisible tape. I was completely out, but that's a key thing to use here when you are using brown craft paper. And then instead of using ribbon, use washi tape. You can find so many fun designs of washi tape. You can get it at Dollar Tree. You can get it so many places for so cheap. And it's just a fun way. It sticks to the paper so everything holds in shape. And then again, you can write names, you could do stamps, you could do stickers, but you could do all kinds of things to make your own custom wrapping paper by using the craft paper. That's going to wrap up today's video. Let me know down below which one of these hacks was your favorite. Also, do you have a hack to share for the Dollar Tree craft paper? I would love to hear it. You can check out Ninja Transfers down below in the description box if you're interested in that. Thank you so much for watching. Here are some videos you might want to check out, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye!